Welcome back to the Force Manager YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Maidstone United series, and in today's episode, it's the Carabao Cup semi-final. Actually done incredibly well in this competition, and in today's episode we're going to play the first leg against Manchester United at home at Gallagher Stadium. The second leg will be in the next video, which might go out the day after this, because I won't have to do as much, so you might get a bonus Friday video, who knows. But today, the home leg, I don't think we stand a chance, but we're going to see what happens. If you're enjoying this series, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if we upload and go live. Never forget to follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. There might be a bit of transfer action in this episode as well. We are into the January window, and I'm looking to make a couple of moves, so you might see some transfer activity as well. Last episode was a 7-goal thriller away at MK Dons. We won 4-3 against a team that was bottom. Conceded a lot of goals this year, as I said. Scored the most goals and conceded the most goals. Only played 3 games off screen to get to this stage, so let's see what happens. In the Boxing Day game, we beat Millwall 3-1 with 3 quick goals, 3-0 up inside 20 minutes, so that was good. Marja scored after just the 5th minute. Alex Finney scored, that's his 5th goal of the season for a centre-back, that's good, after 7 minutes. And then Jaden Antwi scored on 20 minutes, so a nice quick 3-0 lead. Chris Long pulled a goal back from Millwall in the second half. Things kind of died down for us in the second period. Metcalf went off with an injury. Not particularly good. He's going to miss about a month, so he is still going to be out for probably a couple of weeks at least. That's no good, because that leaves us with just Teddy Bishop, who's not in the best form or morale, and Calcutt, the youngster. So that kind of limits our sort of playmaker options. That's no good, but we played well in this match. We had a good win against Millwall. It was a 1-0 home defeat against Wolverhampton. I don't think we've ever beaten Wolves in this save. We definitely haven't won in our last 5, and I don't think we've faced them like many more times than that. So Wolves a bit of a bogey team for us. They're a good team, but a team that we are struggling to beat. And we went down to 10 men 5 minutes into the second half. Keith Johnson getting 2 yellow cards. So we were down to 10 men, and Wolverhampton capitalised and scored the goal on Nyukuru after 62 minutes. We won in this game, even with 11 men. I think we still would have struggled to get a result because we didn't have enough shots, didn't have enough possession. So I think even with 11 men, I think we would have struggled to keep Wolves out and push forward ourselves. So that was a shame, but Wolverhampton are a good team. And the final game we played off screen was the FA Cup 3rd round game against Leicester, which ended in a stalemate. It wasn't really a particularly good game. Leicester had 23 shots, but not particularly threatening. Kaleri and Whittaker, the strikers, not really doing much. They've got an interesting team, Leicester. They've got some players that they still have to this day. They've got Maguire, they've got Mahrez, they've still got Schmeichel. So some familiar faces that are at Leicester still in real life, but a lot of different faces as well. James Ward-Prowse plays for them, Tielemans, Andy Robertson, Bakayoko, Trippier. They've got some interesting players. It was a stalemate, not too bad against a mid-table Premier League side. It means we've got to have a replay at the King Power. Not expecting us to make waves there, but we've beaten Arsenal in one cup, so who knows, we might go on another run in this one. So it is a win, a defeat and a draw off screen. We're facing Man United today. Next episode we'll play the second leg and I'll go through the results against Preston, the cup replay against Leicester, and then Bristol City. Before we get to the Manchester United game, we are just going to have a look at the 4th round draw, and I'll just tell you about some sort of transfer stuff that's been happening as well. One area we're looking to improve is in right midfield, so that's where we want to improve one place, because Lamber's out for most of the season with a broken leg, so we are looking for right midfielders. The other area we need to buy a player is at left back, because Boy Kemper, the left back that we had, has gone back to Ingolstadt. The manager recalled him because he wasn't happy about his lack of appearances in the first team. So he's been recalled, and it means that we are down to just Yakubu at left back, who's been doing a good job, but if he gets injured, we don't really have a viable backup. Our loan option would be the best route, I think, because we're going to have Lambert back once he's recovered from the broken leg. Thibaut is also on loan from, well, available for loan from Stoke, Belgian. Again, technical's not really that good. Now, Lindsay might not be a bad player to look at. His report, good pace, acceleration, loyal, can play in a couple of positions. 12's better for the crossing and the dribbling and whatnot. He's got plenty of pace as well. Again, but the mentals though, mentals aren't particularly good. Who's he wanted by? Stevenage and Yeovil for a loan move. We're not really at their level anymore. In terms of transfers, I don't know if you remember Oliver Byrne. It was a keeper that we got free from Limerick, but I wasn't aware that he wasn't going to join until January 1st because his contract in Ireland didn't end until December. And since we actually confirmed that deal, since then and between then and now, he's lost all the potential he had, and he's looks like a terrible player. 2-star. So, like, just not really useful to us at all. An absolute waste of money. I mean, it's free, but we're paying him £625 a week. He's going to be in the under-23s. You're never, ever going to see him. He's only here for 6 months. Like, what was the point? Okay, time to find out who we will face in a potential FA Cup 4th round tie. That's if we beat Leicester. Let's go through these and see who we get. Halfway through the draw. Oh, there we go. So it's going to be a home game against Brighton if we can beat Leicester. That's a tall order in itself, but Brighton in the same league as us. How have we done against them? We had a 2-3 home defeat against them. 2 goals for Tammy Abraham, and I think they're coming up again very shortly. Yes, I think that might be our next live com actually, after Manchester United. So that's something to look forward to. We are big underdogs in this match against United, so we'll see what happens. Like, anything could happen. We've beaten Arsenal. It took penalties. We've got to beat United over 2 legs. It's going to be very hard. But we will give it the best shot we can. United themselves are in good form. In the league table, they're currently in 2nd place. Jose Mourinho is still there. And he joined in, what, 2016? So that's, what, 7 years in charge? Bonucci's captain. Lindelof's still there. Key players, a new gen called Roberto. Marja, of course, ineligible for the EFL Cup because he's played for a different team in the competition. So Joe Pigott will come in as a target man. Onto the bench, Keith Johnson can play. Calcutt's a little bit tired, so we'll go for Teddy Bishop. Apart from that, I think we're okay. Not too disappointed with how the team's doing. Antby's been a bit poor since his last hat-trick though. Hasn't really done much since. Only a couple of goals, but a couple of fairly weak performances, but nothing too alarming. So Man United with Gatito Fernandez in goal, Black, De Vrij, Johnson and Lindelof in the defence, Bentaleb and Ricardo in midfield, and then they've got Angel Gomez there, decent youngster, looks like he's broken into the team. Kevin Volland as their striker, Varela is in the bench, a few other players that I'm guessing most of these are new gens. Looks like a very rotated side, either that or this is a full strength side and it's very, very good. I don't know what's happened to people like Lukaku and Mata and all those. Let's have a look at the senior team. Let's see where everybody is. So they've got Ousmane Dembele, they've got Rodriguez, they've got Martial, Pogba, Bailly still there, they've got Isco, they've got Saul, Sergio Roberto, Icardi, De Gea. All these guys not playing. Rashford, Kane, Firmino's at Man United. How much do they pay for him? 52 million. He's been at Bayern for 4 years. And then he's gone to Man United. I bet he's getting a hostile reaction at Anfield. Wow. It's a very rotated Man United side. I think it's fair to say they're not taking us seriously. So we could get an upset result here. We've got nothing to lose though. We are absolutely exceeding expectations in this competition. So we will give it our best shot. But let's see how good this essentially second string Man United team is. Mepham with a long ball here, coming up to 7 minutes played. Let's see what happens. Palveras gets onto the ball there. Palavras, sorry, that's what his name is. Good block there by Yakubu, but now Lindelof coming forward. Here's Bentaleb and Leandro to Gomez, and it's 1-0, 7 minutes. Man United take a lead, and it is Angel Gomez with the goal. How much has he actually played for them? Not a great deal. He's had a couple of decent loan spells in the Championship, though, with Preston and with Fulham, and with Walsall in League One as well. So he's had some first team appearances, which is not a lot for Man United. But they take a lead here. I mean, I don't know how this is going to go. Do we want to counter attack? Do we want to do something like that? I don't know. Let's try it. You know, I don't know much about this team. This is kind of new territory for us. This is like Man United is the best team we played so far. I don't know about this team because it's not a first team, but yeah, this is sort of new territory for us. We're not really experienced this yet. Corner here, 30 minutes played, Leandro with it, and it's not a good one. Mepham deals with it well. Here's Teddy Bishop, goes for a long ball, and it's Lindelof with a header forward. Here's Stefan de Vrij, and here's Leandro, and here's Gomez. He's already got one goal, and he hits the post with that one. Maybe could have been 2-0 there. Hopefully we can do something before half-time. Just one shot at goal so far. It's been on target, but only the one effort for us. That's not really very good. Volland with the ball now, and that's pretty bad goalkeeping. Leandro makes it 2-0. I don't think we're going to be making the final, guys. I don't think it's going to happen somehow. We'll see this again. Ricardo to Volland. Volland with the cross. Defence not really dealing with it. Leandro with a shot. Beanie should have done better. It's not been a good half. We've not done anything really. Like, we don't look like we're doing very well. And Yakubu is on a 5.9 at left back. That's good considering the other one's gone back to his parent club because we didn't play him very much. Yakubu's not been that bad. Right, I've tried it for the fans team talk and let's see if that works. Okay, demotivated is Mepham, but people looking fired up. Let's change Yakubu's role to something a bit more defensive. Just go fullback defend. Let's push Neil a bit further forward. I mean, the only way we're going to get through this is if we try and score goals. There's no other way that we can do stuff in this. So that's the only way it's going to work. I mean, I don't see us getting anything at Old Trafford. We're 2-0 down at home. There may be more to come. Going to make some changes. Guy's not really been involved too much. Let's get Keith Johnson on. Taylor Neal's going to come off. We're going to move Rowe back to the left. And we're going to bring on Kilty. Just that for now. Just going to make 2 changes. Let's just swap those a little bit though. Drop Rowe a bit deeper and push forward Kilty. I mean, let's attack. Let's just try and score some goals. It's 15 minutes. We've had 4 shots, 1 on target. Not been good for us today, really. 10 minutes left. And we're just not really getting anything away. It's been a bad game for us. 86 minutes, and yeah, it's not been good. Let's get a third striker up there. Let's play Sims. Sims not seen a lot of action recently, so let's get him up there and see if we can maybe get a late consolation goal and maybe give ourselves some sort of chance of maybe doing something at Old Trafford. But I can't imagine us doing anything. Pigot's on the ball. Well, Pigot was on the ball for a brief second, but immediately lost it. Gomez with a shot was a save by Beanie, and then it bounces off the post. 87 minutes. I mean, I'd like to see a goal before the end. It would be nice to be able to say that we scored against Man United. Against Arsenal, it was goalless, and we only went through on a penalty shootout. Other than that, we didn't find the net. So, yeah, we didn't really score a goal in that game. But there might be one coming at 88 minutes. Antwi's got it. Now, can he put a ball in there? He can, but it's dealt with well by Lindelof. Antwi with another pop at it here. And we won a penalty. Lindelof fouled. Oh, sorry, no. Pigot fouled by Colin Johnson, apparently. Pigot with a penalty at 89th minute to bring it back to 2-1. And there might be some late drama here. It's a simple penalty, very calmly taken. Hopefully we can build on that. Let's go overload. Let's try and get it back to 2-2. If we can go level pegging at Old Trafford, there might be some sort of miracle. We would still need to win because United have an away goal, which I think counts in the EFL Cup. I'm not sure. But there is a glimmer of hope of us maybe doing something at Old Trafford. It's going to take a miracle, but it is Maidstone 1, Man United 2 in the first leg. It wasn't particularly good from us. Mepham and Finney did well. The fullbacks, though, disappointing and just didn't really create enough attacks. So, you know, that's not that bad. I think we actually did okay. But we're going to need to produce something extra special at Old Trafford. Andre Gomez and Leandro with the goals then. Pigot with a late penalty for us. Now, if we do miraculously get to the final, there is then also a chance of maybe Europe. I don't know if we'd be able to go into that though, because our stadium is so small. I don't know if we'd actually be eligible to play in a UEFA competition. Christ knows. I haven't shown you the table today, but here it is. We have a game in hand, which could see us go back up to 5th, but at the moment, we're in 7th place. We've been sort of comfortably around sort of 6th and 7th for a good few weeks now. That seems to be sort of where we are. And like I said, if we can finish in the top half this season, I'll count that as a success. And it would be better than last season's 14th. So I think top half is brilliant. But that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I will see you next episode for the second leg against Man United. It's at Old Trafford. We're going to need a miracle to win it and get to a final. I don't see it happening. We've got Preston, Leicester and Bristol City off screen. Of course, Leicester in the FA Cup replay, so I'll keep you updated on what happens in those. And then we'll see if there's any movements in the January transfer window. I might wrap it up as well. I don't know if we'll go all the way to the end though, because you've got Birmingham there as well. I don't really want to be playing that as well on screen. But if there's any January transfers, I'll be sure to let you know about them. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.